What's up, everybody? Figured I'd do this little video to do the old thought for the day. Kind of just like my old buddy Richard. He went silent key right around the pandemic, right there when my wife was in the hospital, and he passed away right there at the same time. And unfortunately, because of the pandemic, there was no services or anything like that. But he used to have a YouTube channel, and he would do a thought for the day. And I enjoyed watching him. We both started YouTube about the same time. I bought a camera and made a video and posted it up. Back in those days, you go and put it on, you film it with the camera, you go put it on your laptop and then upload it to YouTube. I had a Windows Movie Maker. Was that no, that wasn't a Dell. That was a Hewlett Packard, I think. I finally got a Dell. Dell was a good computer, but right there about that same time, he went to the store and bought him a camera, and we both just started doing videos. He was a radio, but we knew each other for a long time. But he would do the thought for the day, and he would just speak whatever was on his mind. That's just that old fart would. He was opinionated, and me and him got along because of that. But he was like an open-minded opinion guy, just like I figure I am. As long as, and he was a Democrat, Buffalo Bills fan, Yankee, moved down here to Texas. He was a transplant. But we always got along because we could always have a good conversation. And I don't know, it just seems like radio and old timers, seems like, and not have the, safety of the internet. Seems like you could have a debate, a conversation about something you disagree on, and you could be respectful about it, and you don't have to get all up in your feelings, or you don't have to try to hurt someone's feelings. Just like, hey, let's talk. That's gone away, but that's not what. The whole thought for the day thing, I thought this would be a good time to do that here on this channel. Is right now I'm in a kind of an in-between spot. Not much content going up. Hadn't been on any chases since the last chase I went on, May this week. So we'll see what the weather holds. I know I've been busy, and I will be busy. Other thing trumps this channel right now. This is kind of like on the side, but eventually, maybe next year, we will be taking another step up to do like live streaming from the truck. So here it is, Friday night, and I was like, I was just sitting here, man. I'd gotten a video done, or I was working on a video, but video is almost done. I called my wife. She was in the house, and I was like, hey, you want to go out tonight? Go out to eat. She was taking a nap. She's like, yeah, no, maybe tomorrow. Then maybe an hour later, she goes like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. So she went in and got ready and got prettied up, and we went out. And we got back a little while ago. We stopped by Walmart, and I bought these things right here. These things are AirPods Pro. Sorry, I had to look at the box. Now, my wife has the EarPods, and she told me to get the AirPods Pro. And so it's kind of weird putting them on here. See, it's all like doing stuff with my phone. It's just like weird. I gotta do that. It's like weird. I'm still trying to get used to them. I never had anything like that. I've never spent $250 on headphones. It's just $250 on a pair of headphones. But so we'll see if they're worth it or not. We'll see when we go into the gym. Now they have some like different sizes of the little rubber things that go on the tips. So I'll put the large ones on here since I've got pretty big old ears. So they seem to be working fine, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow morning there's a ham and breakfast thing, get together with the radio club. Not sure if I'm going to go in the morning. Just not much of a morning person. But this coming Tuesday's the club meeting. It will be my second club meeting. First club meeting when I'm officially a member. So there's that. Looking forward to that for the Tuesday night. I've been active, talking with the local guys and, getting to know them. Kind of bringing back a little bit of an old school feel to me where you actually talk to people and have a conversation, which is neat because a lot of, you think, oh, what's the big deal? Well, radio's been kind of dying out in the small towns and the small communities and stuff like that. And so it's still, I'm, still getting to know people, but it seems like a good crowd. Seems like a good crowd, that's for sure. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. Weather has been, there's been storms out there, but just nothing really dropping any circulation. And listen, I don't want to be a hail chaser. I don't want to chase hail. Okay, that's what I don't want to do. Even though I'm sure we will, like we did last time. But at least last time the hailstones were about that big. No, maybe about that big, something like that. So anyway, I'm just here dropping these things. So yeah, these things are pretty neat. I gotta see how they do in the gym. I'm in the gym. I gotta see how these things do. 'Cause I'm tired of wearing this big old thing to the gym. And this thing, you can't turn them all the way up. The speakers will be so, the bass will just make it sound bad. So, and I like good bass in my music. And so far I put on the Prodigy, with Firestarter, that band, back in the 90s. That song came out when I was a senior in high school. Pretty cool, but so I still like to listen to the Prodigy, but it sounded really good on the headphones. And then I finally set up Siri. I don't say that really loud. And I got to having a conversation right here with Siri because, doggone, I was just having a conversation. And now I'm thinking about making all my inside of the house, where the lights and the thermostat and all that kind of stuff, be connected to Siri. That way you could just tell Siri to turn on the AC. Turn the AC down to 65 because that's what we keep it at night when we go to bed, 65 in the house. And we turn it up to 70. And it'd be good. It'd be good to do that because here's the thing. At night, I like to, someone's got a toy out there. At night, I like to go to bed, it's cold, but in the morning, I don't like it at 65. I got to have it turned up to 70. And I don't like getting out of bed all cold. I just don't do it. But so, I don't know. I've been hesitant on all that high technology stuff in the house, and I just, but it's kind of now it's kind of cool thinking about it, It's kind of cool thinking about it. So I don't want to keep you guys on too long here. Definitely doing this video for watch time. So hopefully if you made it to this video, to this part of the video, I definitely appreciate it. Just conversation, that's all. We'll do this. I don't know if we'll do this every day or every night, but we'll definitely do this periodically. Again, BS3, Richard, one of my Elmers in the hobby. Really missed the old guy because he would do these videos all the time. And we used to talk late at night. Oh my gosh, I can tell you, one of these days I'll tell you all the BS3 stories. Real quick before we end this, the whole BS thing. The BS thing was a radio club, a CB radio club, the Bravo Sierra Club. And we all had numbers. And which is cool about it is, you know, it was all centralized on a roster, you know, that, gosh, he made this roster years ago before the internet and all this kind of, I mean, this stuff goes back to the 70s. And they created this thing, and I came in to the club around early 2000s, and my BS number is 535. And I still go by that when I'm shooting DX on CB. I'll still do that. I'll shoot skip on CB. I'm just not just into ham. But it's called the Bravo Sierra Club. And sometimes if you say, I'm Bravo Sierra, this number, occasionally you'll hear another person say, oh, you're a part of that club? So am I. We used to have, like, you know, meetings at like the Dairy Queen, right? And all it was not so much meeting, it was just kind of like have a get together of people who you talk to on the radio, you know? You know, it's just nothing right, you know, just put a face to a voice. And so that never gets old to me. Just same thing with the radio club that we got now. Now, the BS club was not very formal at all. It just wasn't. It was just a roster. It was just a, you know, all you'd have is a number, a name, and a city and a state, and that's it. You know, we didn't get your address. We didn't get your email address. There's no application. There's no fees. There was no bylaws. As a matter of fact, the only rule that the BS Club had, the only rule was that there was no rules. And I missed that. And you can only have that in CB radio. You can't really have that in ham radio because, well, ham radio itself has all these rules. So I think a lot about that, and all the good times we had. Shoot, me and my wife were up talking about 1 o'clock in the morning the other night, sitting there talking about those old good times and talking about the people who, you know, and a lot of them are silent key now. Just, you know, all those good guys and all the fun times we had late at night, talking on the radio. Well, anyway, enough of that. Well, I appreciate you guys watching, if you watched this far, because, hey, we added another, 3 or 4 minutes. So I'm not sure if we're going to do this every day, but we'll do this from time to time. Anyways, from Wascom, Texas, the world headquarters of nothing, we'll holler at you later because guess what? It's about time to hit that dying cockroach position. So we're going QZZ.